Hello everyone, this is Hachiri here, and we're back. This is another episode. The sun is just rising. Now, we have done a lot of stuff on stream, but we're going to go over some of the basic things that you guys have missed. A lot of things that have been going on has been things like building, locating ore, things of that nature. Now, this is one little contraption that I built to automate this squeezer. This is actually 6 armor stands, all in one little slot there. You have a redstone repeater and a redstone clock, and essentially it shoots the armor stands up in the air, and then it completely pushes it down. I don't know why it works, but it works. So we're not gonna complain. It works. That's all that matters. This is the output chest. You just place it right next to it, and you can place a hopper right there, and it feeds it in there. So that's basically how I automate that. I've been using this flour and the coagulated plant balls. Here it is right here, which is basically saplings, flowers, whatever, any type of plant, a little bit of water, and then the hammer, and you get the coagulated plant ball. And the big thing about this is these things duplicate any plant that's planted. It doesn't work on Botania like the Pure Daisy, but it basically dupes it, and I was using that to make a whole bunch of dyes, which is used for building. Among the things, we have unlocked the Thaumcraft and such. I am going to show you a quick thing of how that stuff works real quick, but we will do that after we take a look at what's been going on. So mostly what I've been doing is building for the last 5 days. I have made a Tinker's furnace, seared furnace. This is a 5x5, but one of the most important things I will point out on this, because a lot of people had issues, they always stick the tank in the middle here and it doesn't work. And the reason being is the tanks for the seared furnace need to be on this outside corner. I don't know why, but the furnace needs to be in the middle and the tank's on the outside corner, and then it'll work. It does need to be a full cube and hollow on the inside, but that's about it. Now, if we come out here, I've been busy. I've been really busy. I haven't been sleeping. Now, right now, we just got to clear out these trees, and then there is our base. It is beautiful. Just majestic. Now, the inside isn't fully populated yet. We still got a lot of walls to build. I did kill a few of the miniature Endermen and while on stream, and got some Ender Pearls. I also got some Ender Pearls from looting Astral Sorcery dungeons. And basically, I used that and some of the iron I dug up on stream to make these rotating elevators. So that we can get to the various floors. This is the top of the pyramid where I'm collecting the heads of other players on the server now. So yeah, we got about 1, 2, 3 big rooms to build in. And actually, this room's going to be broken up into several rooms. We're going to have a basement as well. That is something from a recent little short tidbit stream that I did a second ago. These stairs are going to be removed because we got the elevators. I was making the stairs and I was just like, why am I doing this? I have pearls. So, yeah, and these are like maintenance quarters. So that's pretty much it. And just to give you an idea of how much exploring I've done during the stream, this is our base area. This is our portal. So we traveled all around here to get to here and establish this as our base. And then we continued traveling and exploring and searching, all to find one thing right here, namely Ignis. I had to basically cover almost the entire world to find it. There's Ignis over here as well, but this Ignis is claimed by another planet server. This is where Earth Games and Ira are going to be building, is that location. That's why I'm showing up there, is because I teleported over there to visit them with TPA. We also found a couple of Thaumic biomes, which we may set up a where is it? There they are. We may set up something here or here, just because Thaumcraft biomes, I think there's one north of the portal as well. Yeah, right here. There's a nice big one there. But Thaumcraft biomes almost always have a large amount of viz in them. So it's a good possibility that we may set up actually here. I'll set up a little miniature Thaumcraft base there. But for most of it, it's all going to be in here. At least until we get the stuff done. Now, one of the first things I want to go over today is I want to go over making the Salis Mundus, because I still got to make a cauldron. So we're going to go over some of the stuff, such as wrought iron and Salis Mundus and things of that nature. We'll also go over how to start your own crystal farm using the ores, because there's many recipes involving the various ores, like say Ignis ore. If you click on it, you can see that you can crush it. You can take the crushed and you can put it through like a centrifuge or an ore washer or a sifter and get things like this. But there's actually and this can be forge hammered into flawless, which can be forge hammered into Ignis infused, which could be smelted into your Viz crystals. But there's actually a better way of getting Viz crystals. And essentially what that better way is you use a pure daisy to set up. Now when you grow the pure daisy, you know, you have your pure daisy on here and you have it on grass, the crystals are just going to fly everywhere, okay? It's a bit of a mess. But we're going to show how you would basically use a pure daisy to set up a crystal farm. Easy mode. But first things first, I need a cauldron. So, to make wrought iron, you basically throw iron into fire. And you watch these particles, and you just kind of twiddle your thumbs. Wait for it to jump up. Eventually. And I picked it up too early. Because I'm an idiot. Again? Really? And it's on the edge, so I can watch it now. So, basically you burn the item until it turns into wrought iron. So this normally takes 20-30 seconds. You can do entire stacks at a time. You don't have to do one item at a time. There we go. Alright, and now we have our wrought iron. But yeah, you can do multiple stacks at a time in that. So, and that is something I would recommend doing. Now, we need to make plates, and for that we need a hammer. This hammer only has a little durability on it. Can I combine these? Nope. Alright. we're just going to use that hammer up. Get rid of it. And that is to make double wrought iron, which we then can turn into our plates. Put the hammer in the middle, wrap the plates around, and bam, cauldron. Bahachi, why do you want a cauldron? I want a cauldron because I want to make a Thaumcraft cauldron. Now, making Salis Mundus is pretty easy. It's coalescence dust, a vis crystal of any kind, and a hammer. And a little bit of mana. I think it's 250 mana per. Yeah, it's 250 mana per. That's pretty easy to do. Now, how the Thaumcraft stuff works, if you don't know, like for the Thaumicon, you build a bookshelf and throw Salis Mundus on it. For this arcane workbench, you place down a workbench, throw Salis Mundus on it. For a cauldron, you place a cauldron, you throw Salis Mundus on it for the crucible. And that gives us our crucible. So we now have a crucible. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to set up a flint and steel because I'm getting tired of using whittling sticks. Pretty sure it's vanilla. You are not vanilla. Alright. We are not doing flint and steel. We are still using whittling sticks because we are scrubs. Also, just so you know, making the iron hammer, there are two ways of doing this. Okay? One way says, oh, you need to put it in the artisan's workbench. And you'll get an iron hammer. And sure enough, this one does work in here, and it comes with a wonderful little flavor text on it. Starter iron hammer, crafted artisan workbench. Notice durability is 512, everything's pretty much the same. But if you were to go over here and do the exact same thing, you get a hammer. Same stats, it just doesn't have the red text. The iron hammer used to have fortune on it, but since then, I haven't seen it give fortune anymore. I don't know why. So I guess they changed it. But yeah, so you don't need to use a workbench and waste their hammer's durability. You can just do it in a crafting table and it will work just fine. So I would keep that in mind and like not waste any of your materials with that. So we are gonna take a bit of copper here. And we're gonna smelt it. So we'll slap that in the old tinker furnace. Now I already have a crucible here. I don't know if this one requires fire underneath. It might. I don't know. Not too worried about it, to be perfectly honest. But because we can't even use this right now. This was me testing something I found in a dungeon. And I know that if I break this, it's going to turn into other items. And I kind of want to keep that there for right now. I'm probably going to break it because I'm going to have to. But for right now, it's there. So there's my voice going out. So that's it for getting this going. We do need some water. So let's go to my secondary table here. Slap this down. This was a bad idea. Wow, that's skills right there. Alright, slap some water in there. Once it starts boiling, we can start doing alchemy. Cool. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look into making brass. Now, the reason I'm looking for wooden pickaxe is, if you notice, the wooden pickaxe only gives instrumentum. It doesn't give terra or anything else, and this is very important. So the wooden pickaxe, if we need 5 instrumentum plus a copper to make a brass, but with a wooden pickaxe, we only need 5 wooden pickaxes. Just all quickly tossed in there. And then we can toss in 4 copper. And get our stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Because we ain't got no time. That was a bad idea. We're just gonna quickly throw this in here. Now it is bubbling. So, real quick. Hopefully I get these in here in time. And bam! Just like that. Perfect 1-to-1. Very little excess. I don't even think we got some taint. Let's find out. Do I have a thing on me? I do. Let's see. How are we doing? Not even a lot of taint on there. That's great. We did a good job. And bam. We have our brass. So, what we're going to be using the brass for is making a few machines. Now, when you first make brass, it's going to give you some quests, quest rewards, and you're going to want to use this because it gives you 8 more brass. So, yay, us. This gives you some quartz silver shards. Believe me, you're going to want that. This gives you stuff to start looking into making the... I'm getting full, so I don't want to claim those just yet. But these other quests give you things that will help you. Now, this quest, it gives you a black lotus. You're going to want to plant that and dupe it with the coagulated plant balls, just so you can have a ready supply of that. And then it gives you each of the Viz shards, which is also a big deal. Salis Mundus gives you a free Salis Mundus. But this right here is a very big deal, because now that we have brass, we can start working on our tech tree. Now, under normal circumstances, I would actually focus on progressing this other one. And I think I'm going to do that real quick because I have this in my hand right now. So what we'll do is I do happen to have just a tiny bit of tin right here. And we're just going to crush it. Bam. That is done. Now it is impure pile of copper. So I already purified my copper. Do I have any other copper ore? I probably don't, knowing me. Nope, I don't see it. So we're going to dump off a bunch of stuff and get some copper ore real quick. So for now, let's throw you in here because I don't really need you on me. Put my shield back on, though it's about to die. Let's just throw all of this in here haphazardly. I mean, who needs organization, right? And we're going to organize it all later. Now, I believe the copper node that I am tapping is actually right over here. And oh my gosh, we still have monsters. That is awesome. Just what we need. Where'd he go? There's a monster right there, and then he was gone. Totally not frightened by that. Alright, so let's go down here. Grab ourselves a couple of copper ore. And then we'll continue this tree. Alright, look at that. It's almost as if this mining vein was waiting for me. Alright, so just grab a little bit of copper. I'll do more mass mining later on a non-recorded live stream. But for right now, we're grabbing that. And going back in here, because I'm gonna need you. So we're gonna just kind of chill out at the Void Island, because not everything's moved into the base. The base isn't fully built, but it's there. Plus, I have this here. So why would I ever want to work without it? Alright, so we're going to place that right there. And what we're going to do with this, the reason we're smashing this with the iron hammer is... Now, I know in the last one you saw that there was only one, but if I continue smashing these, occasionally it'll double. So you can end up with more ore than you started with. Okay. Now the next step on this is it wants us to purify them. I already got this one purified, so we're gonna go ahead and set this one aside for right now. This is pure already. We do need to purify the other one though. So what we're gonna do, because we're gonna go through so much bronze, I don't mind doing this. Well, look at that. That is tempting. YOLO. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna grab. I'll grab 32, but essentially we're gonna smash until we get 32 dust. Okay. So where Where did I put you? There you are. And that's 8. If we end up with a little over, that's fine, because I gotta make a bunch of caches anyway. So this will work out. We're at 20. That's 28. Double, single. That's 31 plus that. Oh, we ended up perfect. Alright. Now, we're gonna smash this like so. A little bit of latency there. And now we're gonna wash it. And how you wash ores is you take a cauldron full of water. You basically just plop it in there. Now, it's gonna take 1/3 of the cauldron's volume, regardless of how much is in your stack. So if you plop a full stack in there, it's still taking 1/3. You plop a half stack, it takes 1/3. It's always going to take 1/3. And that's something that you need to be aware of as you're doing things. Now, to make bronze dust, you basically combine these. We are making 2 sets of it. And doing that just to complete those. And we're going to throw this bronze into this furnace, which is perilously low on lava. Where did I leave the lava? I think I left it right here. Yep. Now, another little pro tip. The stone drum. Normally, any other drum, you pick up a liquid, it's going to do something to you. But if you pick up a stone drum, you're not on fire. Stone drum is the only drum that does not get affected by temperature or lightness or anything like that. It just stores the liquid. It's great. Now we do need to wear the glove to bucket it out. Let me find where I put it. It's in one of these chests. Maybe. Guess we're gonna be on fire today. Alright. And more copper there. Good. We're just gonna smelt this bronze. Now what we'll use this bronze for is setting up our first steam machines. But another big thing we gotta do before we can get into steam is we need to get into hedge alchemy. And the reason we need to get into hedge alchemy is, unfortunately, we need the Everfull urn. Now, hedge alchemy, it's just a way of duplicating things. It wants us to make tallow first, which is a single ignis and a rotten flesh, and we can do that right now, actually. Take that right there. Take that right there. And if I was to throw the ignis in and then grab that, bam, I have tallow. That one is complete. So the next one it has us duplicate every single one of these. And the funny thing is the properties to make it are the same properties that's in it. So like if I take 2 gunpowder, then I can throw one in and another in, and it's completed. Same with slime. Slime in, completed. It's a little, like, cheaty in a way, but some of the other ones are a little harder, like ink sacs and glowstone. You have to go out and find that. Now the glowstone you can craft. The ink sac, do I have? Oh, I do. Do I have that on? Yes, I do. Okay, let's see if we can quickly get an ink sac before sundown. We'll need 2 of them. But hopefully there's not some nasties in there. There probably is. Probably not even going to make it to the ocean before sundown. Will we even get points for effort? Probably not. Oh, wait. Alright, so we've made it to the ocean. And I do see something here. Are they squid? They are squid. Alright, so let's quickly, while we have light. I can't see a thing. Alright, we got the 2 we needed. I'm not even going to try to figure out what else was out there. But we got the 2 we needed. So then we just plop, plop. Alright, so we have our ink sac out of the way. And the next thing we need to do is to make glowstone. Yeah, I said make glowstone. So how we make glowstone is we make tiny piles of glowstone dust, which is done through the alchemy array. And this would be a pretty good way of showing off how this is done. Now, one thing we need to prepare ahead of time is we do need to make some luminous crafting material. We're going to need to make a bunch of this. And how do I make the brass dust, I wonder? Did I get zinc from a reward? Not from there. I thought something gives you zinc. That gives you bronze plates. Okay, there we go. The brass plate gives you zinc. Alright. So once we make our first brass plate, we'll get zinc. Do I have the hammer on me? I do. Let's quickly do that because we're going to need that. Now, this is going to be the beginnings of things. Now this tells you about normal furnaces being disabled, which is why we have this over here. Let me pull this out. I am going to put some stuff away because No inventory space. I'm just gonna break off this one tank. Grab that, and that completes the seared oven quest. Or the seared furnace quest. The seared furnace is very, very easy to make. So, seared furnace controller is just 2 copper plates, some seared bricks, and a little bit of lava. Depending on how you set your stuff up, you should actually end up with just enough lava to make this. Everything else is literally just seared bricks or stone or whatever seared thing you want to do, and tanks. There's no pouring, no anything of sorts. It's just tanks, seared bricks, and this controller. And that makes the entire seared furnace. Now this is enough. See, 16 times 4, that's going to be making a stack of brass once it's said and done. And we'll go over that in a little bit too, because we're going to make all that, get all that set up. But we still got to focus on the hedge alchemy. So we're going to do the glowstone. So to make the glowstone, we're going to need this. So we're going to throw that up there. We're going to throw this one up there. Glass dust is actually pretty easy. It's just mortar and glass. It's not a problem. We got plenty of glass. This is going to be an issue, but we will make it work. Because I think if I take 2 of those and 6 of these, that will give me enough brass dust to make plenty of medium covalescence dust. Alright, got 23 there. I'm going to go back to the base real quick, because I'm pretty sure I have more covalescence in here. Like, I have 0 organization right now. I think that's going to be one of the missions, is organizing everything, because there is no organization. We have thrown organization out the window. So take a look. I took 2 of those. Where is my mortar? .404, mortar not found. Well, okay then. Wonder if I can make one with diamonds. Let's find out. Is it a waste? Maybe. Is it nice? Ah, boo. Alright. Iron maybe? Question mark? Only 256? How much is it with flint? Wrought iron maybe? Since I already know I'm going to be needing tons of wrought iron, this isn't a waste, but it's an annoyance, maybe? Question mark. Oh, now it's daytime. Alright, so we have our wrought iron. That's a little better. We'll go with that. Alright, so we have our dust. We now have this, so we're going to plop this in here. Alright. And then we're going to also preemptively plop that in there. Now I need 16 glass. So we're going to take that. And here, actually, no. Can I throw one in here? Yes. I need 32 glass, not 16. Because I can do math. Alright. So we got 32 glass. And now we need mana. Which I just so happen to drop a drum here of. I can read. Alright, so that was a goof up because I was paying zero attention to what I was doing. What's the best way to smash you? Let's find out. So if I was to put you in here, I would get 5 per ore. Alright. Fair enough. But how many would I get if I smashed it normally? $11. This is what we're doing. Yep. I'm okay with this. Plop the dirty redstone in here. And just like that, we got redstone. Oh yes. Beautiful redstone. Now excuse me, sir, can I please have my covalence dust? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. Clear you out. Throw a squid in here, stack these, collect the covalents. Alright, so that should be enough covalence dust. And apparently, I actually need to clear this out. Stash you right here temporarily. That was a void satchel in progress there. Alright, so this is going in here. Illumination dust. What else do you need? Salis and that. Okay, great. Alright, so I need to make 8 Salis Mundus. I do have this. Okay. So, let's see, 5 times 4 is 20, so I need to make 10 of these, unless I've already made them. I did. Do I have enough sand? Let's grab 20 sand. Throw that in there while we're at it. Is that not the recipe? Oh, I reversed it. Oops. Alright. Need to grab 8 Ignis. And then we'll make our Salis Mundus. Except we need probably 2 buckets. And a better hammer. Yep, better hammer. Do I have any other hammers in here? Probably not. There's our 8 Salis Mundus. I'm forgetting something important, aren't I? You need a wand. Alright, so let's look into making this then. Now, I do happen to have everything needed to make this, because I went ahead and I got some demonic will while I was working on things. So we have that. We need 2 marble, so we're going to go ahead and throw these right here, and we need brass, which we actually have right over here. Actually, I can take one of these. Let's stick you right there for now. So, let's quickly get that wand made. I've been putting it off, and I see that it needs to be done now. So we have that. We have both of these here. Another bucket of mana. Why you no make wand? Because you're a Saul. And bam. Now, this will work. All right. Oh, there's only enough starlight to make one at a time right now. Alright. Guess while that's doing that, do I have redstone stashed anywhere that I can just throw a stack in here? Yes. What else can I stash away? Alright, excuse me about that. Try to mute myself. Apparently it didn't work. Alright. We're gonna have 64 of this. Now initially I'm gonna probably craft just enough to get a few of these things made. Gotta figure out where I put my ashes. Is that it right there? Yes. Now, this illumination powder, I will use it on many things, so it's not really going to be a waste to have it all. It seems crazy to make as much as I did, but it's actually not. Alright, so one. And let me see here. We need 9 per thing. So... One, two... 3. We're just gonna make 9. And then we'll end up with 5 glowstone to work with. And this is basically how the arcane ashes work, is put in one item, put in the other item, bam. And I think I'll wrap this episode up actually after we finish this first part of the hedge alchemy. And then the next episode we'll go ahead and continue the hedge alchemy. Oh, that was unfortunate. We'll continue the hedge alchemy. And basically proceed to finish getting the ever full urn. I'm gonna need to make more ashes. Do I have enough to finish this? Yes, I have just enough to finish this alchemy. Awesome. Alright. And then we'll just take this, spread it all out nice like, and then bam. Just like that. And when we made that, something happened. Now things are getting spicy. All but the worst monsters known to this world will now be unleashed on you. I hope you're prepared, because the rest of us probably aren't. Thanks for that. So what that means is we've hit the age where things like Mutant Steve is going to start coming out at us. So that's fun. And there is that stage complete. I have no clue how I'm gonna do this. Lava bucket is fine. Say lava. Oh, it has void too though, so there will be overflow. Alright, so we will go ahead and end this episode right there though. I am going to do a little preparation and figure out where this is. I'm pretty sure I can use a trap chest to get this. And we're going to get one of those made. And we're also going to get some terra crystals. So that we can do that. Oh yeah, trap chest. There'll be a little overflow, but not too bad. So we will get that done and come back. So have a nice day, and we will talk later.